What's up? What it do? How you doing? I am back with another video. Today, EandE family, I'm showing you how to make Pink Champagne Cupcakes with a gold frosting. Don't go nowhere. So as with any good cake recipe, this is going to start with 2 sticks of room temperature softened butter. To our 2 sticks of butter, we're going to add 2 cups of granulated sugar. Okay, so we're going to get our paddle attachment down in our mixer, and as always, we're going to let this cream until this is a light and fluffy consistency. So for about 1 to 2 minutes. So our butter and sugar has been mixing for about 2 minutes. Next, we're going to add 6 room temperature egg whites. You definitely want to make sure that these ingredients are room temperature when you're doing this. So that's 6 egg whites, room temperature, and we're going to add a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Okay, so we're going to get our mixer back on and get these ingredients mixed in for another about 2 minutes. We just want to make sure that our eggs and our vanilla is well incorporated with our butter and our sugar. So now it's time for our dry ingredients. So you can definitely use your all-purpose flour for this, by all means. But you know how I feel about my cake flour. It makes your cakes, cupcakes, that much more yummy and delicious. So we are adding 3 cups of cake flour to this. And we're going to add all our dry ingredients to our sifter, and then we'll sift them together. So that's 3 cups of cake flour. Next, we're going to add a tablespoon of baking powder. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. So that's all of our dry ingredients. So we're going to get these ingredients down into our wet ingredients. So now we're going to finish adding the remainder of our wet ingredients. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And I have 1 to 1.5 cups of room temperature blush champagne. You can use regular champagne. It doesn't have to be blush. I just chose to buy blush since they're blush cupcakes, pink blush cupcakes. But you definitely can buy just regular champagne. So this is 1 to 1.5 cups. And I'm going to slowly add that in when we turn our mixer on. And then I'm going to add a few drops of pink food coloring since they are pink champagne cupcakes. So let's get our paddle down into our mixer. Get this turned on slowly, and I'm going to gradually start adding our pink champagne to it. So my cupcake holder is filled with my tins. And we're just going to get in here and start filling up our cupcake holders, y'all. Be careful how much you put in because you don't want your cupcakes to overflow and be too big. So just a scoop should do with your ice cream scoop or a spoon. So I'm just going to keep filling these up until they're all filled. So I have all my cupcake tins filled. So we're going to give her a shimmy and a shake and tap her lightly. That's what your unbaked pink champagne cupcake should look like. So we're going to bake these in a 350-degree oven until a toothpick in the center comes out clean. When we come back, we're going to make the buttercream gold frosting to go on top of these pink champagne cupcakes. You don't want to miss this. Y'all don't go nowhere. So next we're going to make our gold buttercream frosting. And to start, I'm starting with 4 sticks of room temperature butter. But before I add my powdered sugar, I want to give this butter a whisk. I'm using my whisk attachment before we get the powdered sugar added in to make sure our butter is really smooth and creamy. So we're going to do that for about a minute. So that has mixed around for about a minute. So next we're going to add our powdered sugar. And as always, EandE fam, the amount of powdered sugar you add to your frosting depends on the amount of sweetness you like. So you can add 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups, 5 cups, 6 cups. Just depends on how sweet. I'm starting with 3 cups of powdered sugar. And then, as always, we'll do our taste test to make sure that it's sweet enough. So 3 cups of powdered sugar. And I'm just eyeballing this, but you definitely can pull out your measuring cups. To that, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I have some room temperature milk. You can use the champagne for this as well. It would be like about a half a cup of champagne. You can use pink or whatever, champagne brut, whatever you have on hand. But today I'm just going to make my regular buttercream frosting for this. So I'm going to add just a little in. Ooh, and spill it. Now I'm going to get my my whisk back down in my mixer and get this mixed around. And then we'll do our taste test to see if we have enough powdered sugar. Okay, so I have my spoon for our taste test. A little more powdered sugar. Just a little bit more. There, we've got a clean spoon, so let's do another taste test. Perfect. So the only thing we got left to do, y'all, is add our gold food coloring. I get this food coloring from my local store that sells baking items. If you have one of those stores in your area, by all means, check it out. You might be able to go online and get different types of colors, food coloring. But I haven't used this, so I don't know how pigmented it is yet. Normally their food colorings are very pigmented. So I'm going to put a couple drops in and then mix it around and see where we need to go from there. So y'all, the gold really didn't give it the gold color I was looking for. I used a whole bottle of gold and it still wasn't gold. So I added just a drop of pink to it to give it a little bit of color. So, it happens. So our cupcakes are almost cool. Our frosting is complete. Y'all been here before. You already know what's going to happen. When we come back, we're going to get a taste of these homemade champagne cupcakes and buttercream, not so gold frosting. You don't want to miss this. Y'all don't go nowhere. Look at that. Look how cute. So my frosting, I used an entire bottle of gold. It was a small bottle though, and it just didn't do right, y'all. It wasn't gold at all to me. So I added just a smidge of pink food coloring. Why not? It's Pink Champagne Cupcakes. Why not have a little pink food coloring? So we're going to get a taste of these cupcakes. I hope they're as delicious as they look. Still good. I like to get a taste of the cake without the frosting first. I like that. They're very light. The egg yolks makes it very light. I mean the egg whites, not yolk. Makes it very, very light. Let's get some with some frosting. Very good. Buttercream frosting. I've made it several times for you guys. Excuse me. But I've made it several times for you guys, so you know how to do that. Simple and easy. It's really a simple and easy cupcake recipe.
This is General Chang.
Of course, you can't taste any champagne because once the cake cooks, the alcohol cooks out. So very good. Try it. Try it with your kiddos. They'll love it. They'll have an amazing time making it. Absolutely. As I always tell you, EandE family, I promise you will not be disappointed. And that's it for today, EandE fam. Like, share, comment on this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that you can be notified when a new video is uploaded. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The links are in the description box below. And as always, EandE family, don't forget to live a little and love a lot. Y'all be easy. Peace. Try it out. You're going to have an amazing time with your family and kiddos making these. You got a little bubbly on hand. A little cupcake. Don't steer y'all wrong. Bye, y'all.